Hello and welcome back to Disney Jules Mac. This is the third of a series of 5 vlogs from Disneyland Paris. These were taken in June 2025 and we were celebrating my 60th birthday while we were there. In case you didn't realise, I'm a member of the Inside Ears and I take pride in the fact that I share lots to do with Disneyland Paris with you all over on my Instagram account, which is Disney Jules Mac 1965, of course. So we were still staying at the Disneyland Hotel in a deluxe room, and these are some of the photos from the glass bridge, which is always a lovely sight as you go over to get your breakfast in the morning. People were just starting to go in and we were just going to go back and get sorted. I had the great pleasure of meeting Lindsay Godmother, and I know a lot of you follow her on Instagram, and she's a fellow Inside Ear and her friend, and it were more appropriate to meet than the partner statue. We went to meet Mickey Mouse, which was great, in his Phantom Manor gear, and it was a really good meet and greet, lots of time to speak to Mickey, and lots of cuddles, of course. So we just had a good wander about. It was extremely busy, and you can just catch Goofy doing his musical festival orchestra piece with the fountains and everything in the background. But like I say, it was extremely busy. Weather was lovely though, it was nice and warm, which was great. Going to his imaginary orchestra there. It's all Goofy. We found that you had to be there very early in the morning to get a good place in this pub to watch what was going on. And this was us walking back from the village, Disney Village, and as you can see, they were redoing some parts of Fantasy Gardens, and that was a real shame because that bit at the top is where I can get my photo taken. There were some bits it's quite hard because you were having to use stairs, which wasn't ideal for me, of course, in a wheelchair. So we were having to go round the side to get back to our hotel. It was still nice though to go through Fantasy Gardens and see that nice side of beautiful, well-cared gardens that's there, and of course beautiful fountains. Never grows old, that beautiful sight of the Disneyland Hotel. People always stop to take those photos, and here's the entrance that we go in to get to our room. course, there above is the beautiful glass corridor. So we just nipped into our hotel, and then we headed back to the Walt Disney Studios and Disney Village, and of course stopped to have a look at the wonderful new shops that had sprung up there, including the new Lego store, which we were really looking forward to nipping in. Ted, I have to say, loved it. So I tried to catch some glimpses of the store for you. Beautiful fantasy Mickey in the middle, and round it some Lego. Agreed to have a build and have a go with, and of course Ted especially like that. There's the new Malfoy Manor, and we've got that. Nick's just made that one up. He loves building Lego, doesn't he? He finds it very therapeutic. It's his mindfulness thing that he does, which is great, but it can be expensive. And it also means I've had to empty a huge bookcase so he can put his Lego things on there. But Ted likes it. Ted likes to play with it as well, so that's good. It does get used. Ted was sat for half an hour apparently in the Lego store just building away. So many Lego sets, and it's really nice that it's double size. It feels much more spacious now, and much more detailed as a shop. It's so great. It's great to have it. And I haven't just got Disney Lego in there. You can get all sorts, which is good as well. Got people to buy something for who are not Disney. Right, and here you go, you can see a lot more construction walls around the Disney Village, and I have to say that unfortunately now Annette's is closed. Not sure when that's reopening again. It'll be sometime in 2026, hopefully earlier rather than later, because I know a lot of people really like Annette's. Unfortunately, like I say, it has been closed. I have to say, in all the years we've been going, we've never eaten in there. So we will make sure that we do go in there and record our experience when we go again, which won't be for a while, I have to say. As you know, many of you know that I've been really quite ill, so with pneumonia, having double pneumonia, so might not be going probably till 2027 now, because I've got other things planned in. There's a sports bar that they're rebuilding. That looks like that could be the next thing to reopen, which is good. There's the steakhouse. Billy Bob's. My daughter and her husband like going there on an evening when they haven't got Ted. They often go there. Apparently it's a nice place to eat and go listen to live music and have a drink. Still lots of uneven pavements and things here, things that need sorting. But the bits they have done are very nice, really good. The shops, we really enjoyed looking in the new shops that have been done. especially the Disney home one. It's really nice to have a store with all the Disney particular home bits and pieces in, which is lovely. Tiny stores that are quite hard for me to get into for obvious reasons with my child. Deco by Disney. That was my favourite shop. And this is us going through into the Studio One, the Hollywood area from the other side, so you can see it from both sides. We haven't tried the new Hollywood Dine restaurant there yet. We weren't overly excited by the burgers. I'm a bit of a funny eater, and there was things on the burgers that I couldn't have. Plus, downstairs gets quite full at times, and of course upstairs I can't access because there's no lift. So it wasn't ideal to eat there, so we gave that up as a bad job. And like I say, the other side, the shops weren't so clever either. The shop wasn't so clever. There was a lot of repeated merchandise in there. So we just had a quick look and came out, to be fair. But there's a lot of detail in here, which is really nice. Especially the reproduction of the Disney Studios. There's poor Mick checking that I'm behind him. Because people do walk in front of you. This is what happens. They just wander in front. And they don't look. And, well, one day they're going to get bumped into. There's nothing you can do about it. And again, you see, Mick has to open the door for me because nobody keeps the door open. Again, Mick's having to do it again. They don't look. We were just heading into that shop here in the studio courtyard, which is the better shop of them, I reckon. And of course, the Eiffel Tower, which I absolutely love. I'm so glad they haven't taken that away, because that would have been really sad if they'd done that. This courtyard's really nice. Done a nice job with all the paving, and it's nice and flat and level. So we just nipped into the shops, and then we went back, and we was going to go on the parachute drop, but that was closed. Tower of Terror was a huge queue, so we headed off down into Ratatouille area.
Oh no thanks, not at this time of the day.
We were going to get a bite to eat from there, one of these little huts, but we decided that we'd go to the comptoir at Brasserie, so we could have one of their sandwiches from there, which are very nice. It's nice to get a bit of shade under here, a bit of coolness, because it's so hot. We did nothing but drink. Toy Story Playland was very busy, incredibly busy. Of course, Cars the Ride wasn't open at that point either. That was closed. So a lot of people were frustrated with that. When we went, the big thing we noticed was that although the main part was really busy, people were really heading to the studios in quite huge numbers, and the studios was really packed, with people just sitting everywhere and anywhere and waiting to go on the rides. So the rides were incredibly busy. For saying how frustrating the studios is with, people saying, oh, it's closed off or whatever. I think with the reopening of Studio One, with world premiere and things, really brought people back into the park, back into that second park. So I'm sure that when Frozen Land comes open, it will be the busier of the two for a while, with people heading back.
Yeah, we enjoyed it the other day.
You can just see the new entrance to Toy Story Playland that's been built with the new Woody and the Jessie statues that are just over the fence. So once that's taken down, that's going to make Playland a lot bigger, which is good.
All expanding. There's Jessie.
Ted's favourite ride, the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin. Nick's quite happy getting dragged on there a lot, but it is a ride. It's fairly accessible for little ones, which is good, and it also isn't too big a wait, which is also good. Buzz Lightyear, Buzz Leclerc.
I'm just going to stop and just put my...
Just put some pictures in of some of the areas. I have to say, if you've never tried any of the food from these little gourmet festival huts in the Ratatouille area, you really should try, because some of them are amazing. I've had some of the best mushroom soup I've ever had from there, and this is going to sound crazy, but tuna sandwich, which was wonderful, so nice. It's worth trying. Again, got Buzz Leclerc back in focus properly. Got him from this side. Big area for people taking photos and just stopping.
Bienvenue, karting, rompez la patience. Rendez-vous au circuit.
So then we went off to Avengers Campus. Like I've said, this is not our favourite area. Well, mine and Mick's favourite area. Just really disappointed. It's much smaller than we thought it was going to be. Not 100. Well, certainly. The big ride isn't accessible to me. You can get a wheelchair on the Spider-Man ride, but it is very narrow, and if you've got a wider wheelchair like mine, it is not going to go on. You're going to get stuck in the corridor, and then to try and get onto the ride's impossible. So I was back holding because Spider-Man ride happens to be Ted's very favourite ride, and he has to take his favourite person on there, his granddad, and so that's where they headed. Of course, there's lots of people stopping and taking varying photos and things. There's the Quinjet and there's the big Avengers ride, but like I say, that is totally inaccessible for me, so
Yeah.
it's a lot. My favourite thing to do is go and get a hot dog right over round the other side near the Theatre of the Stars
See you in a minute, yeah.
and the open air theatre there, and near the small silver place where you can get shawarmas from. It's just right around this corner. We did go and have a look in the shop there, but the hot dogs there are wonderful. So that night we had Ted was staying with us in our room, and we went to the Royal Banquet, which is a nice place for us to eat. We like going there. Food is immaculate. The different types of seafood you can get are amazing. The interaction with the characters is lovely. It's really, really good. Ted doesn't like stopping when he's eating his tea, but once he gets to them, he's fine. And Daisy's his absolute favourite. Has a right old chat with Daisy every time. He was happier to meet with Minnie this time. Last time he wasn't so happy. Oh, and there he is playing with the chess outside our room in where we were. He went on the Buzz Lightyear ride with his granddad. In fact, him and his granddad went missing for a couple of hours after we'd had our meal, because I went back to the room and they went into the park and went on those rides. Now this, we didn't actually watch the show. These lights and everything. Lasers and all the stuff in the sky was videoed by my daughter and Gareth, my son-in-law. So thanks to Laura and Gareth for doing this. They let me have their clips. To be fair, I get very tired shows is too much for me, sadly. I'm not the world's keenest fireworks. I'm happy to watch them from afar, but I don't like being out and around them. So if I can watch them from the Disneyland hotel, which I often do, I'm very happy to do that when I'm staying there. It also gets very crowded and getting away in my wheelchair and wherever I'm, even in the wheelchair area, people push in front of me. It's really bad. The drones looked amazing, so I was very grateful. Give clips of that. The alien from Toy Story.
So cool.
I just wish that we had a nighttime parade again. I do miss that a lot. And it had recently reinstated Paint the Night parade at Disneyland, and it'd be just lovely if we got our Paint the Night parade back properly. I know we had some in the sky with the drones, which was lovely to see, but it'd be really nice if we got the electric light parade back down Main Street. That used to be my highlight of my stay. Used to go and stay there. It's really good. Projections onto Main Street as well, just where Lord Gareth was talking. So thank you very much for watching. One more log vlog to come. Really appreciate you being here. Please make sure you subscribe as well. Thank you. Bye bye.